When someone walks confidently forward and hits a closed glass door, they receive a bruised nose and a shock. This pain is the result of a mismatch between perception and reality. They believed the path was open, but reality was a solid barrier. Emotional suffering follows this same logic. We navigate the world through an invisible box of unconscious beliefs. From our parents and early caretakers, we absorb a specific set of rules about how the world operates and our place within it. These accumulated filters define our boundaries and priorities before we even have a chance to question them. When internal rules conflict with the way the world actually works, the result is a quiet, persistent ache. Henry David Thoreau observed that the mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. This internal struggle is a universal human experience, yet it often feels isolating and unique to us. We follow maladaptive rules learned in childhood. A child might learn that they are only worthy of love if they are smart, or that failing at a task makes them a failure as a person. As adults, we blindly apply these outdated rules to a complex reality. No problem can be solved by the same consciousness that created it. To stop crashing into a reality that does not care about our expectations, we must step outside our invisible box and overwrite our mind's base code. We can stop the suffering caused by a broken worldview by adopting a deliberate set of baseline assumptions. By choosing to believe certain truths about the universe and ourselves, we begin to align our minds with reality. These 15 assumptions are practical tools. Accepting them as a baseline foundation changes the quality of daily decisions and emotional responses. This framework begins with the macro reality. The first assumption is that the universe is generally friendly. This implies that existence contains enough order to allow for meaning and a life lived well. We then acknowledge that the world we know is only a small part of a much larger universe. There are things we do not know and will never know. Accepting this finite boundary on our understanding cultivates the humility required to stay open to new information. This leads to the fourth assumption: you are part of something greater than yourself. These macro-level ideas provide a psychological anchor. Believing the universe is a friendly, ordered system allows us to view unexpected changes as part of a larger pattern, rather than a personal or chaotic attack. The social reality cluster addresses our connection to others. The fifth assumption is that people are innately good. The sixth assumption addresses your personal worth. You are unique and valuable. You matter simply because you exist. This value is a baseline fact of your being, independent of your career, bank account, or societal status. The seventh assumption is the ultimate anchor for this cluster. You are loved and all is well. When we anchor our social reality in innate goodness and unconditional acceptance, the defensive rules we inherited as children become unnecessary. We can interact with the world from a place of security rather than fear. The agency reality cluster focuses on personal action, starting with assumption 8. You cannot change what happens, only your reaction to it. Assumptions 9 through 12 form a continuous loop of growth. It is never too late to change. Anyone can learn the skills needed for a good life, but living well is a practice that requires commitment. Assumption 13 defines the engine of that practice. Living well comes through clear thinking and good habits. The final assumptions shift how we view success. Happiness and meaning are the results of living well, not direct goals to be chased. Assumption 15 is the culmination. You can live a happy and meaningful life. Agency comes from taking responsibility for your own mind, habits, and reactions. It is the practice of managing yourself when you cannot control the world around you. These 15 assumptions provide a framework for managing expectations. When our internal rules align with the world as it is, we stop demanding reality fit an impossible script, which reduces the friction and frustration of daily life. This mirrors the ancient concept of eudaimonia. Aristotle defined the highest human good as well-being over the course of a lifetime, achieved through rational and virtuous living. Adopting these truths allows us to participate in reality rather than fighting it. A surfer riding a massive wave doesn't control the ocean, but they navigate the existing currents with skill and agency. Viktor Frankl proposed that the meaning of life is to give life meaning. This requires conscious, daily participation in your own existence. A good life is the quiet, persistent practice of aligning your beliefs with reality. It begins with a simple foundational assumption: you are loved, and all is well.